Hello, this is Tazalon. I am in my VK 2801 for After Actions Report number 23, this time in Sand River Encounter. Now, this is going to be kind of a strange battle. I end up with a somewhat rare metal. Matter of fact, it's exceedingly rare metal. Just not that many of them out there in the North American server. And I ended up probably kicking myself a little bit after I researched it a little bit more. I play for a draw at the end when maybe I should have played for a win, but because of how it came down, I just didn't know if I could get away with doing it. So here we go. We got 4 scouts on both teams, 3 artillery on both teams, and their big artillery, tier 9 and 2 tier 8s on their team, and a lot of heavies, 1 medium, 2 TDs. So I'm going to start off going up to the north and seeing what kind of enemy tanks move up that way and what kind of allied tanks move up there. And sometimes I stay up there and go from there. Sometimes I look at the setup and say, I need to go somewhere else and move on. I'm tied for first place with the most amount of this one medal on the North American server, and guess how many I have? 4. They just are not common at all. You'll see as we go. So I didn't aim in because he was going to go out of sight. I took a shot and it muffed it down low. But I was trying to get a shot off before he disappeared, so I'll just move over here and see what I can shoot at. I'm keeping a watch on that pass off to my west. These tanks all of a sudden pop out through there. 54 and a heavy moving up here with me. And you also got to be careful because every time you get spotted, there's potentially 3 artillery shells raining down on your head. So definitely don't want to sit in one place. Don't want to go in a straight line too many times. I'm going to try to get over on the other side of the hill right now. The T-30 and Alpha Panther over there. But the Alpha Panther's pretty hurt. I'm hoping I can go kill him. And here's my chance to get through. They're far enough away they can't see me unless I fire, so I won't shoot. And as I move over here hoping to get a shot on the scout, I end up having the T-30 right there, so I can't just blaze past him with the Alpha P right there at the same time. I won't make it. And he looks like he's coming up the hill, so now I got to egress. But there's the heavy coming up. I'm glad I stopped and backed up. I would have walked right into that round. I just had a feeling that I should stop. So now he sees me, but too late. I'm going to move over here and go down into the rest of the playing field. And that heavy's already dead. I would have been stuck over there with the Alpha P and the T-30 in my face, and I would have died too. I'm thinking I'm going to come over here and help with the light and the heavy. And as I get over here and get closer, our light gets a kill on their scout. However, there's really 2 heavies there. And now our 131's in trouble. There's no way I can get there in time. He's almost dead, so I'll just cut through the ravine here in the middle. And with the scout being dead, my plan is, let's see, can I sneak up through here and get a shot on the guy that's really hurt? No, they're out of sight. I don't know where I'm going to pop out at in relation to them, so I'm just going to keep going through here. The only tank I don't know where is at right now is their medium. So unless he's garden spawn for some reason, I should be able to get all the way through here. And as I pop up over here, I see him way off to my left. So I was like, I can just come in here and pick on their artillery, I think. Sounds like a plan. I don't want to shoot back at the TD and alert them to my presence until I'm up here. And now I'm in firing position. M40 is gone. I have a shot on the Lorraine as soon as I reload. Hit the front portion of the tank and didn't get a kill. And he's scooting someone back up or pull forward, but I noticed the 3805 is right there, so another one-shot kill. Now the question is, can I catch up to this Lorraine? He doesn't look like he's hiding. He's going straight forward. Take a snapshot and miss. And he parks it behind one of these buildings, so I'm just going to shoot him out of there. He wants to stay there. I'll just shoot the buildings down and force him to move. I can't tell where the RHM is. Oh, he's moving. Shoot between buildings. All three already dead. And that, my friends, because I'm tier 6 and they're all tier 8 and 9, is a Tamada Yoshio medal. And a Pascucci. I get 2 for the price of 1. The Tamada Yoshio medal, the most of them anybody on the entire server has is 4. And that's myself, and I'm tied with one other individual for him. You just don't get chances to get them very often, and when you do get those chances, it's hard to come through and kill all 3 of the arty. So we're going to come back here. 6-6 tanks left. We're in a real dogfight. Oops. Now we're down a thing. Hopefully I can snipe this KV-4. And you can see I always assume I'm going to be spotted. You just never know what idiosyncrasy arises to where somebody sees you when they normally wouldn't see you. Because some other tanks where you don't expect him to be. He knows he's getting shot at from behind. He just can't tell exactly where from. I want to make sure it stays that way. I'm not hurt yet, but I really don't want to take damage until it's just unavoidable. And now the 54 is coming up behind him. All I have to do is hold his attention. I hold his attention, the 54 can one-shot him, and we'll be on to the other tanks. There it goes. Good job. .103 is coming around the end down there, coming in toward our arty. We can't save the arty, but headed down that way to try to pick off the 103 if he's isolated from the other tanks. Now's the time to get him. Oops, and there is the RHM, so I'm going to take a shot at him and get him out of the battle. I have to get up high enough to let my depression work. Ta-da! Ooh. Somebody's making sand divots. Not good. Either one of these tanks fire big rounds at my little tank, and I don't want that to happen. So I'll just get concealment back and pop one on the T-30 there. And pull up and try to help with the 103. As long as I'm behind the dude and the T-30 can't get me, I need to help out the 54. Sinker ball. This one won't. Going to try to track him, help the guy out, get a track. Hopefully, I have to be careful not to hit my own tank now. So I shoot high in case he will cut in front of me. It would have gone over top of him. He's gone. Unfortunately, here comes the T-30, and the T-54 can't get away. I'll take a shot at the guy. Then I have to vacate. Track him. Too late. 54's dead. I tried. Best I could do right there was track the T-30 and try to help the 54 get around him, but it didn't work out. So now I got a problem. I got a T-30 with almost no damage on him. Against me. I have no damage on me, but I don't have as many hit points to trade, and he has bigger rounds. So, this is one-on-one. To the death. Or is it? Either way, it's a slow cap. There's only 5:45 left, and it takes over 3 minutes to cap, so he looks like he's moving to cap. I'm just going to sit here and blink him. Hopefully I can snipe him down enough to make this a bearable thing. And the RHM is like, get him to come over a dune and track him. It's like, see, really, but, you know, trying to circle this dude and trying to keep him tracked while I'm on the edge of a dune just isn't my idea of a good idea. Because it's great when I'm going down the dune, but when I'm going up the dune, it's like I'm not turning too fast or moving too fast, and that just doesn't seem like it's a desirable situation. I'd rather snipe him like this where he can't see me. If he's going to sit there on cap, then I'm just going to blast him. Hopefully I shoot better than that. But if he sees me, I have to move. Plenty of time. It takes him so long to cap, that's almost not even an issue. At the moment, at least. I'm going to completely reposition. Come over here and see if I can shoot through, but I'm close enough where he can see me, so this is just a one-shot and move deal if I get it. And as I come around here, it's like, no, this isn't the time for this. He hasn't seen me, I can't see him, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go all the way around. He sees me, so, nope, I'm going to fake him out now. I'm going to pretend like I'm coming back this way. Coming back this way. You better get ready for me over here. He blinked out, I hold it a couple more seconds, and I'm going to spin around and go back the other way. Hopefully I can catch him looking the wrong way. Don't know. The only thing I can do is get him looking the wrong way and get some shots in. We're down to the point right now where all I have to do is hit him one time. There's 3 minutes and 37 seconds, 35, 33. By the time I get a shot set up, if I hit him, he won't have enough time left in the game to complete a cap. So all I need is one shot to force a draw. I'm not wasting my repair kit on this. I didn't think I was going to bounce so hard right there. By the time I get a shot, it'll be under 3 minutes, so one shot and run if I have to. And I'm thinking as I come up here is I'm going to want to get up close, back up to where I can hit full throttle forward and get out of his line of fire. Get the shot that resets him, and then I can decide what to do based on what happens with my shot. I have no idea exactly where he's at, so this is just, hopefully he's not pointed at me, and as I pull up, there he is, and I'm just not at the right angle to shoot him. I might have gone in the center of that depression. It would have been better, but I was thinking if I do that, it's easier for him to see me, so I'll just go around the other way. I'm thinking about how I want to do this as I go. And I decide, you know, I slowed down there. I didn't want to track myself again. There's a minute left on cap. And with the buildings around him, I'm not in a good position to where there's no real place to go to snipe at him. Far enough away where he can't see me. Especially since I have under 2 minutes to get there. Maybe if I went all the way over here somewhere I could. But I'm just going to come down and kind of push the issue here. I understand if he hits me I'm dead. And he wins, so it's like, here goes. At the very least, I'll force him to come to me with the buildings in between, and maybe I can get to his side. That's my goal. I have to get to his side. I need to hit him once and get to the side. He's proxying each other right now, so he knows where I'm at. I have to get the buildings between us. Now come to me. If not, we can sit here and let the time expire. I'm going to put another building between us. Hopefully he's dumb enough to shoot at me, but Looks like he's a good player. He's going to most likely just break the buildings down with his tank, so I have to try to get to his side as he does it. If he shoots, I get a free shot. And he shoots. I reset him, back up. Now my goal is strictly to stay alive. I desperately need to track him right now, and I don't get it, so I'm going to have to run fast and get around the side of him. Hopefully his turret can't keep up. Oh, he's just behind me. I got all these crappy building debris that's slowing me down. I need to track him. I missed that. It's okay, I'm ahead of him so far, but once I get to the debris, he's going to catch up to me. Now I need to track. There's the track. Now, game's in my control, but I only have 14 seconds. See, now if I switch to heat, I can get one big hit on him, but it's not enough to kill him. So, if I could have done it a little sooner, maybe I would have been able to get the position where I could have bopped him twice in the butt with heat and won the fight, but I ran out of time. So there it is. A draw. I ended up with 2,419 experience, 4 spots, 825 spotting damage, 4 kills, 2,471 damage, a Tamada Yoshio, Pass Kuchi, and Defender Medal. But it was a draw, so it's like, yay, really cool fight, but damn, a draw. In the beginning, I went up there to the north. A little bit congested on our part because you get those big tanks down there with you, and it's hard to maneuver around without them either. Either A, they pull right in front of you as you shoot and you end up shooting them, or they pull right behind you and they're seen large as day by somebody down there and they take a shot at them and hit you. So it's just, unless there's a couple lights up there, it's no big deal. When you get bigger tanks than you, then it becomes a problem. I went across over to the other side trying to pick on the Alf P, but the T-30 was there, so I had to back out completely. And I was going to try to go down and help the 131 down in the south, but as I moved in, it ended up being 2 heavies against him, and he was almost dead. So it's like, well, if I come rushing in to help, he's going to be dead by the time I get there, and then I'm going to die. So I ran through the little depression in the middle and fought the temptation to go up and sneak a shot at that one guy that was almost dead, because I didn't know if I would have a shot when I popped out. And I realized, hey, I know where every tank is except the medium. I'm going to go for their arty. And as I came out of the depression, the arty was way off to my left, so it's like total green light. I was able to take all 3 of them out pretty quickly for the size tanks they were. And then it was a back down to the south and try to help the T-54 pull out a win, and we didn't quite do it. At the very end, it was me versus almost a full health T-30. My only chance is either A, I can get in real close and track him and circle him, which is complicated because there's a lot of dunes and you can't do it very well on dunes because it slows you down too much. And because he ended up going into town, you can see as you try to go over that rubble, it really slows a 2801 down, so it's hard to stay ahead of the guy. And the other way would have been to stay at distance far enough away to snipe him without him seeing me. But because of the way the buildings are, he could have won that battle. He could have just kept staying behind buildings and kind of forced me to come close enough to where I could take a shot, and then I'd have to back out because he could see me. So I tried to go around to the other side, and when I backed up, I didn't have the angle right. And that left me with trying to snipe him again, or just saying, hey, I just have to suck it up and try to get in close to him and hope I live. And that's what I did. I forced him to come to me. Fortunately, he shot the building instead of knocking it down with his tank. That let me reset him, and then it's just a matter of getting into his side, getting a tracking shot on him. And unfortunately, at that time, there wasn't enough time left to switch to heat. I could have finished him in maybe 3 shots if I hit well, if I did it, but there wasn't time left. So we ended up with a draw, but it was still a fun fight. From Sand River Encounter, happy hunting.